Welcome, race fans, once again to MaxSpeedTV. We have some great racing in store for you here tonight. Again, we actually have several races going on here tonight. A lot of them anyway. Personally, I will be doing two. We're going to wrap it up here about 7:30 from this race, and we're going to move on to some midget racing for the first time here on MaxSpeedTV. But before we get into all of that, we do want to thank everyone for tuning in here tonight and go over all of our sponsors here on MaxSpeedTV. Of course, SimSpeedShop.com if you're looking for a great custom button box to propel your iRacing career just a little bit further. Definitely check them out at SimSpeedShop.com or on Facebook at SimSpeedShop. HRE Motorsports and Elite 7 Racing, they are the two teams that keep us going here on MaxSpeedTV. So again, a big shout out to them for doing so. And of course, V2R is virtual2reality.tv. Again, big shout out to them. We do get some 3-month codes from time to time. We still have some available right now. So if you're looking to get into iRacing, have never been on it before, if you have a gaming controller or a wheel and pedals already from maybe another system like Xbox or PlayStation that will work on your PC, bring it over here and we will get you with 3 free months here on iRacing thanks to virtual2reality.tv. And here for the next few days anyway, Dirtco Media House is the partner here, partnering with us to allow us to stream to a Facebook page. Excuse me, we just have very few days left on that. Again, so if you're looking to get a business out there, that you have a business, you want to get just a little bit of exposure or a lot of exposure, it's all up to you, and definitely how much you put in, we will advertise accordingly. Definitely come on board with us here as our Facebook partner, again allowing us to stream to Facebook pages. We can stream to yours and others, so definitely make sure if you have a business, contact us if you would like to get in on that. Ohio IndyCar League, big shout out to these guys here. They came on board here with us as a sponsor not too long ago, and starting here shortly, Josh Midlock will be covering their league as well. So a big shout out to them, and if you are in racing and in the Ohio club, check them out for some great IndyCar racing. Again, the league here not having any sponsors, so we don't have anything to go over on that end. So let's actually get here real fast. Let's hide that and pull up our top 10 here in practice. As we can see, only 7 drivers in here so far, but they still have about 16 minutes here in practice. And then we will move on to the actual race lobby. We're actually going to step away from here in about probably 10, 11 minutes. We'll move over to the actual race lobby and get ready for that. A little bit of practice qualifying, followed by heats, B-main if we need it, and your feature race. So that is coming up here. Again, coming up next anyway. Tomorrow night, make sure you stay tuned in here on MaxSpeedTV. We have the Dirt Slingers Racing League. That is their fixed series on Thursday night. Also, the Northwest Truck Series, that is our after-hours series, starting at 10:30 Central Time here at night. So make sure you stay tuned for that. Coming up tomorrow and later this week, don't forget to tune in for the virtual2reality.tv Dirtco Media House Sprint Car Series, as well as the Dirt Slingers Racing League, their 360 Open Series. All of that coming up here later this week. But again, you're here in practice. We got about 15 or so minutes. And again, we do have everyone in chat. We see some people talking to Creed Daniel over there. If you're wanting to become a sponsor of the MaxSpeedTV channel, again, I'm not sure where it is on the gaming side of things, as we could probably take a look over there and see. If you look at the very top of the chat box here on just youtube.com, you will see a little green button that says sponsor. If you're on the gaming side of things, let's take a look over here. It is actually lower in the description by the title. If you look under there, underneath how many people are watching right now, there should be a green button that says sponsor. So either one of those will work. Just click click on one of those, and you can become a sponsor here on the MaxSpeedTV channel. So that is how you do that. But regardless if you are or not, we thank everybody for tuning in here tonight, as we are just about ready here to get to the new lobby here in about 14 minutes. Again, it may be a short night here tonight. We'll see. About 7 people here so far. But again, people will come in here shortly. We still, again, have plenty of time for them to do so. This is just the practice lobby before we move on to your official race lobby here shortly. Right now, only 3 guys on the track right now here. We're going to go, let's zoom in real fast. Actually, you know what? Let's go on board with these guys just for here for a few moments anyway. And we will kind of let you see what it's like to be behind the wheel of one of these. So we're going to step away while we go on board with these guys. And we'll be right back here in just a minute or two to go over some point standings here. Alright, we are back here again. These guys are just out here practicing again. We have about 11 minutes left before we get started. We want to run through the point standings real fast. Keeping in mind, we'll take actually a quick look at the race results from the last week. Bobby Zielinski coming away with the win here. That is his 2nd win of the season. As right now, he is your points leader too. But Bobby Zielinski winning week 1 at Daytona 2007 Rallycross Short. Nate Trito coming away with the win at the Lucas Oil Raceway Rallycross. And last week at Iowa Speedway Rallycross, Bobby Zielinski pulling away another win. But again, let's go to the point standings for you here. Right now, it is Bobby Zielinski in the lead with 154 points. Behind him, just by a few points of 22 points, is David Shutt, followed by Jake Nichols, Ryan Hunt, Tyler Ducharme, Nate Trito, Josh Robin, Justin Gable, Delonte Ballard, Riley Lyons, Jordan Tinselli, Bobby Cheney, Freddie De La Rosa, Nicholas Caressel, and Jake Trito. So those are your top 15 in points. Close little battles going on throughout the rest of the field. You got, again, Bobby Zielinski with a pretty sizable lead here. Again, as he does obviously have 2 wins in the season. Big shout out to him for grabbing those 2 wins early here. We'll see who gets it tonight. Again, with only 7 drivers, looks like we may have a short night here tonight. These fields can hold a max of 14 drivers. You're watching some serious battling going on right now, with Jake Nichols getting in there and a lot of people going off the track there. But again, 14 drivers is all that can be held in here. I don't believe Delonte Ballard's in here, so there will be at least 8 drivers. So it looks like we're going to have 2 heat races, probably of about 5 drivers and 4 drivers, somewhere in that area anyway. And so it looks like they are doing some pit parties here, so we got some good racing going on. We'll see what happens when they come over the first jump, or really the only jump right there, as you see them all coming over. But again, here shortly we will switch over to the actual race lobby, but that's happening in about 8.5 minutes. So let us know in chat, who are you wanting to win the race here tonight? Again, we're in pre-race right now, so it's a lot calmer than it's going to be. Once we get into that race lobby, you will see actions getting very intense here, as a lot of people are going to be putting some really good moves on here. We've seen some really good battling here in the last few weeks, so we'll see if it happens again as somebody goes rolling there. Looks like that might have been Bobby Cheney. It is in the number 1 machine. Again, we have about 8 minutes left. Let's step away for, again, one more time here. We'll see if we can't get a driver in here for a quick interview, and we'll be right back. Alright folks, we are back here real fast for about 6.5 minutes. Getting a quick word in with Delonte Ballard. Again, you're the one putting this whole series together right now, sitting in the top 10 points in 9th place. First off, is it as fun as you thought it would be when you started putting it together? It looks like it's a blast out there trying to control one of these things.
It was different, you know, starting it off. If Fire Racing would have opened it up a little bit more to us, it would have been fun to have a lot more cars on the track. I heard their Pro Series is doing, apparently they're going to be able to have 24 cars in the session, which is going to be a lot more in stake when it comes to LCQs. But ever since, I believe it was Lucas Oil, when we had that real sick battle for the LCQ and stuff, it was it's been very interesting and very exciting on TeamSpeak with everybody yelling and talking and all the excitement going on. So I think the series starting to turn out to be exactly what I expected it to be, full of excitement and laughter.
Well, speaking of excitement, Sonoma Raceway Rallycross. I took a few laps on that. I don't know whether I was excited or wanted to throw my steering wheel through my controller or TV or monitor, whatever you want to call it. But definitely some excitement there. I think that track has more dirt on it than it does asphalt, which is a little bit different than we're used to. Not to mention the fact that it has elevation. So what kind of element, if you've taken any laps on there, compared to the tracks we have now, does bring a whole new element here to Rallycross?
Me personally have not touched Sonoma yet, but I did yesterday with everybody giving me feedback on the new build and stuff like that. So we did make a schedule change. So we swapped out Iowa, which was supposed to be March 21st, and we're gonna put Sonoma in its replacement. Then towards the end of the season, we swapped on May 2nd. We swapped Daytona Long, which is the same thing we're racing here tonight. We swapped that with Sonoma, and then put Daytona Long back in place for the final race of the season, which was supposed to be Iowa again. See, what I was trying to do when I made the schedule was try to run double at each track, or sometimes triple, because it was an odd number of tracks. We had to do some of them more times than other. But now with Sonoma thrown in the build, it kind of helped out. So everything's going to get raced, a certain amount of times.
It definitely is, and I expect to see some great racing there. It's going to be interesting to see who comes out on top, because that is a very different track. Again, it has elevation, a little bit more dirt here, or at that track than it does, say, somewhere like Daytona right now. You have a lot of asphalt. Just in your opinion, kind of curious, which is the trickiest part to get around? Is it the dirt? Is it the asphalt side of things? Or is it the jump where you have to throttle control so that you don't tear up the car when you come down landing it?
I'm gonna probably speak on like every track as a whole. Some tracks, it's the cornering is what's tricky. It's not really the dirt. It's not really the asphalt. It's just, you're coming on dirt, you're sliding into one corner, and then as soon as you get through that corner, you have a freaking hairpin or a 90 degree to the right or the left. So it's kind of hard getting your car, set up to slide, then transition to the next corner. That's the hardest part. That's the main issue I'm having. I know a lot of guys are out here using hand brakes and stuff like that. I'm one of the few that's not using a hand brake when I'm doing this. I know I talked to Zelensky earlier. Now that we moved the series to a fixed setup series, since we're allowed to do that, now he's having issues with his handbrake situation. So he's going to have to approach this race differently. So I think it's going to be very interesting tonight, with being that everybody's going to be on the same setup, same slate. So it's going to change their driving style, and we're going to start to see a difference. Maybe we'll be seeing more of a packed race, you know what I mean? More of everybody stuck together, except for one guy stretched out so far, and then you got each guy's behind.
It definitely will make it interesting. And of course, too, everyone being on the same setup, everyone being the same speed, it's all about driving and who can handle the car the best. And a feeling that's going to make, as we're watching Bobby Chaney go through the Joker lap, it's going to make that Joker lap a little bit more interesting as to when you run it during the race, since everyone is going to be on the equal sets. And it looks like, actually, we're going to have to get you wrapped up here. We got about a minute and a half left, so we're getting ready to go to the next lobby. So quick shout out to any sponsors, or just shout out you want to give before we sign off here and get ready for the race lobby.
Well, I want to give a shout out to you, Charles, for putting on a great broadcast, you and MaxSpeedTV, Rudy, and everybody over there. The league as a whole for coming together and kind of giving this series a shot. We're going to see if it's going to continue after the season, depending on it. Hopefully iRacing opens it up more for us to get more people in there. I want to thank Slam. He's on the hood of my Gen 6. He's a great sponsor of mine, great friend of mine, Elwood Designs. And thank you guys, all my sponsors, Slip Angle Motorsports, all of y'all for everything y'all do for me.
All right. Well, again, that was a quick little interview that actually we took a little longer than quick, but we both have to get ready. Delonte's got to go get ready to set up the new lobby, and we're going to get ready to get over there as we're watching them get some last-minute practice in. So we'll be right back here in about a minute to a minute and a half, maybe 2 minutes, with your official race lobby. So stay tuned, and we will be right back. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back with your main race lobby. We are just about ready to get things started here. As I see guys jump over the hills there. Again, we are going to in for a treat here tonight. There's going to be some fantastic racing here. They are in the main lobby now, so we're switching here. Looks like we're going to have 10 drivers here, so we have just enough here. Everyone is going to make it to the feature race here tonight as you're watching them right now. I do expect to see some very good racing right now. Again, only a few drivers on the track as we're about 20 seconds away from qualifying. So again, up next will be qualifying here from Daytona with the Rallycross race. This is the Sim Racing Authority Global Rallycross Series presented by MaxSpeedTV.com. And we have a few people watching here tonight. Thanks everybody for tuning in here tonight. If you like the racing, definitely hit that subscribe button to be notified of all the racing we have here on MaxSpeed TV, and hit that thumbs up if you like the racing itself here tonight. As there it is, green flag is out for qualifying. As you see, drivers coming out onto the track now, and they're going to take to the first turn here. You're watching Nicholas Caressel right now. Again, in the number 4 machine. We'll keep that driver bar up as much as we can here for you tonight. These guys are going to get spread out here a little bit as he's taking to the first jump. Again, this is qualifying. Everybody out on the track right now except for the 8 of Justin Gable. He is in his car, though, so he'll be coming out onto the track here momentarily. Again, some fantastic racing going to be happening here in just a little bit. We're going to have 2 heat races of 5 drivers apiece, as we're looking just to see what times are right now. Again, you'll see when they cross the line here in a second. Let's switch to this camera angle right here so you can get a better feel for the track. As they're coming right there is where they start from. You'll see the actual start-finish line once they come around here in just a second. There is the Joker lap you see. Right there is the start-finish line, so he will put in his first lap. And it is going to be not counting there. It's not going to count his first lap, interesting enough. Right there, David Shutt just put in a 41.769. Bobby Zielinski, very fast, going over the jump start lap number 2. 41.412 in his first lap. So can he get any faster than that here in lap number 2? David Shutt right behind him with a 41.769. Nate Trito is in 3rd place right now. He has won a race as well on week number 2 with a 42.097. Again, this week, because of the new bills here on iRacing, these guys are on the same setup. So again, everybody running the exact same setup here tonight. That's going to make it a lot more interesting here when it comes to battling. So we're going to keep a very close eye on that, as it looks like the top 3 still all the same. Tyler Ducharme currently in 4th with the 4th fastest times. He's going to cross the start-finish line right there. Very quickly after the start-finish line. Ow! Gets into the outside wall there. That will kill that lap for him. Nicholas Caressel still on his lap right now. 42.897 for his fastest lap thus far, and that was his last lap as he's coming around to put in a time here for his 2nd lap, I do believe. Right about there, we'll do it, and right into the dirt right after the turn. As a 43.508 is not going to be faster. It looks like he is going to shut it down. Delonte Ballard just crossed the line, put in a 46.212. That's not going to do it right now. His fastest is a 43.564 in that number 21 machine. Again, Jake Trito put in a 47.240 here for his fastest lap. Justin Gable right there with that white car, because the Trading Paints has not loaded since he has not left pit road yet. Very interesting that he has not gone out. Again, 41-second laps. If he went out right now, he should be able to complete 1 lap, but it doesn't look like he is going to do so. He would actually be able to complete 2, but one of those being his warm-up, as I don't think he's going to go out here. Bobby Zielinski still out doing some extra laps now. 41.402 was his fastest time. So again, his laps are not being scored right now, as he has already put in his times here tonight. Well, the question is, who's going to come away with the win? We have 3 very fast drivers here with Bobby Zielinski, David Shutt, and Nate Trito. Jake Nichols sitting in 4th place, and Tyler Ducharme starting in 5th. So all this is going to be coming up here shortly. So we'll see how it all goes. All right, getting 43 seconds is all that's left. Again, the only car out on the track right now is Bobby Zielinski. Again, just putting in some extra laps here to get more familiar with this track. Justin Gable still sitting in his car, but he does not have time to even complete a lap now with 28 seconds left to go. That will put him at the back of heat race number 2, I do believe. Based on how they break it up, I'm not 100% sure. He will either be at the back of heat race 1 or the back of heat race number 2. 12 seconds left to go. He's not going to be coming out, so we're going to take away the driver bar. Again, coming up next will be heat race 1, heat race 2, and we will not have a B main here tonight with only 10 drivers, so 2 heats and a feature race. Coming up is there's the checkered flag for qualifying. Next up is heat race number 1. All right, everybody getting onto the track here as you see them starting to line up. And so we're going to switch to our main camera here in just a minute. Again, this race will be Bobby Zielinski, Nate Trito, Tyler Ducharme, Bobby Cheney, and Jake Trito. We'll see here. It looks like so far only 4 have taken to the grid. Jake Trito has not so far. And let's switch to our main racing camera now. There is Jake Trito on the grid. And they're counting it down right there. And wait for it. They don't get rolling here. They go from a standing still. It is. Green flag is out. And a slow start for everyone. But we are racing right now. Again, everybody right there together. As it looks like Tyler Ducharme is going to take to the front. And Tyler Ducharme way into the grass. He's going to lose a lot of momentum as they're going to come through the little dirt corner here, and we're going to go through the turn, the jump one time. There it is, Bobby Zielinski out front right now. Again, he is your race leader right now. Nobody opted to take the Joker lap so far, so we are going to pop the Joker lap for you, as we'll see 5 people, so that will not be rotating here tonight. Well, let's see who takes it first. Again, it will update at the line. Bobby Zielinski out front right now. Nate Trito in second. There's your 2 winners here in week 1 and between week 1 and week 3, that is. Bobby Zielinski winning week 1 and week 3. Nate Trito winning week 2. Bobby Cheney right now currently in 3rd place. Tyler Ducharme did take back to 4th as Jake Trito rounds out the field right now in 5th. But again, I haven't seen anybody take the Joker lap just yet, so we're going to keep an eye on that as you got tires flying in the air now. Bobby Zielinski in first. Nate Trito right behind him right now in 2nd place, trying to run him down as he's going to spit it out. And it looks like that's going to let everybody by him. And look at the battle we have going on right now between Bobby Cheney and Tyler Ducharme. Tyler Ducharme is all over the back bumper of Bobby Cheney right now as he may try to get by him here. This could spell disaster for one of them as you see Tyler Ducharme way out of shape. At least he was. He may have been setting it up for the corner, but he definitely did not expect that as he's going to get way out of shape. Bobby Cheney's going to pull away, and here comes Jake Trito trying to get by him now as we're watching Tyler Ducharme go over the hill way sideways. He is all sorts of out of shape right now. Hits the tires, just knocks them out of the way. As now it looks like Bobby Cheney's going to go around. That's going to cost him some spots. He's going to drop all the way to 5th place right now. Thus far, nobody has used the Joker lap. Very interesting. Last week we saw people use it quite early. But right now, it is not being used at all. Bobby Zielinski still out front. Jake Trito and Tyler Ducharme racing as contact's made. And oh my goodness, we got one driver using it. As it looks like Tyler Ducharme is going to try to use the Joker lap, hits the wall, spins it around. He's got to keep it going, and he is going to lose several spots there now, trying to get to that Joker lap and couldn't quite complete it. That car is heavily damaged here in this race. Oh, that is unfortunate for him. If you see there, Jake Trito and Bobby Chaney have both used their Joker laps as their Joker head is lit up. That means they have used theirs so far. Bobby Zielinski, though, so far has not used his unless it comes by this lap. You have to use it right there as he just passed the entrance. So you would use it here maybe at the last lap, but he doesn't have any competition right now. But he could be saving it as the white flag is out. He is your race leader at the moment. If he's going to use it, and he has to, he's got to use it this time by. So he's probably going to use it to end the race here just to get that little bit of an advantage that he pretty much already has at the moment. So we'll see here. If he doesn't use it, I believe he'll get a penalty. As you see now, Tyler Ducharme has used his. Used it that last time by. Right here, you have to see Bobby Zielinski use it, and he is going to dive in and take to the Joker lap. So this will end the race. Checkered flag is in the air. So that will do it for your race winner, Bobby Zielinski, here in heat race number 1, as he's going to come over the corner there. So get rid of that. And right there, Nate Trito is out of the race, so he doesn't have to use it. Everyone has used it. Tyler Ducharme is done here tonight. Everyone clearing the track. So that will do it for heat race number 1. Heat race number 2 getting ready to come out onto the track here as the last few guys are rounding out the field. And they will be clearing it here in just a second. It's going to be Bobby Zielinski, Tyler Ducharme, Bobby Chaney, Jake Trito, and Nate Trito finishing in that order. Heat race number 2 getting ready to come out onto the track. Again, it'll be a short night here as we are already on heat race 2. Again, they don't have very many laps, 5 laps, so 5 laps apiece, and we go to a 10-lap feature here as we will go to our camera here. It is going to be David Shutt, Jake Nichols, Nicholas Caressel, Delonte Ballard, and Justin Gable here as we will switch to our main race cam. And getting ready, there it is. Green flag is out. 5 laps to go here in heat race number 2. Put the driver bar back up for you as we're watching them come around turn number 1. And somebody's getting out of shape, and that is Nicholas Caressel getting way out of shape into the grass. Here we go by turn 1, and they're going to go over the jump, and we'll watch them go over it as everybody's coming over now. This is an awesome view to see everybody come over this jump right now. Again, only 5 drivers here in the race right now, but all 10 will make to the feature race. As you're watching Delonte Ballard batter right now with Jake Nichols and that Sim Speed Shop number 73, and it looks like Nichols is going to get by Ballard here, but they're side-by-side drag racing it here. As right now, we'll see if anybody's going to use that Joker lap. So far, nobody has. We'll put it up there so you can see as Delonte Ballard's going to get it into the grass. He's got to recover from that, and he's got to do it quickly because here comes Justin Gable, but he will capitalize, or not have a chance to capitalize, as Delonte Ballard will hold on to 4th place right now. Everybody coming over the jump, but back to your leader is that car right there, the number 7 of David Shutt, putting together a great run here as you see him going through the little bump there. 2nd place right now is Jake Nichols, again in that Sim Speed Shop number 73. And there is a good battle starting to brew right there between those two. That is Nicholas Caressel and Delonte Ballard. That is a battle for a top 3 position here in heat race 2. So what a good battle that's starting to be here. Again, they are on fixed setups right now as Nicholas Caressel has used his Joker lap. So has Jake Nichols. So 2 of the 5 drivers have used their Joker laps here, as now Justin Gable has used his as well. So again, David Shutt and Delonte Ballard have not used it here, as Justin Gable's going to get into the tires, and that's going to cost him major time on the leaders. Will follow in here with David Shutt. And is he going to take the Joker lap? Again, right there you see it. If he's going to take it, he's got to do it. There it is right there with 3 laps to go. He's going to take the Joker lap and now make it 2 to go over Jake Nichols in 2nd place, who has already taken it. So David Shutt has now taken his Joker lap. Delonte Ballard right there taking his, and he will take 3rd place now. Everyone has run their Joker lap, so we'll take that off the screen for you here. You're watching Delonte Ballard and Nicholas Caressel in the number 4 battling right now for 3rd position. Again, 2 laps ago, everyone's taking all their joker laps. There are no advantages left in this race. It's all about how well you can handle that car and how well you can drive it. Again, can they get around the corners best? Are the jumps going to get in your way? All of that will be determined here shortly, as we still have about a half a lap on this one, less than half a lap now, as they're actually fixing to come around the corner here to battle for that position. And oh man, Nicholas Caressel gonna have to lock up the brakes and get into the grass, and that's gonna let Delonte Ballard pull away from him. And way behind TMS, Justin Gable. So he is probably not going to battle too much. And there he gets into the tires, so definitely not going to be now. But the white flag is in the air for David Shutt. He's got Jake Nichols right behind him, though. Just don't think he has enough time to get behind David Shutt, putting together a fantastic run here in heat race number 2. As you see him coming around here. Again, he's already used that joker lap, so he can't use it again. As right there, you will see him come by. And he officially will be your race winner here, David Shutt, in heat race number 2. Jake Nichols going to be finishing in second. Delonte Ballard coming around the corner. He will round out your top 3 here tonight. Nicholas Cressel coming around the corner as well. He's going to round out your top 4. And that leaves Justin Gable to finish your top 5. Again, only 5 drivers here in the heat race. Everybody about to move on. It's right there. You see how close Justin Gable is to going a lap down. And again, luckily the race is over, so he can't actually go a lap down. But he is right there, risk of going down here. And in the feature race, he very well could have, as he does get past there. A checker flag is out. This race is over. Coming up next will be your feature race. And thanks to everybody for tuning in here tonight. If you are new, hit that subscribe button if you like the racing. And if you like this race in general, hit that thumbs up. Let us know you like it. And again, your feature race is about to start. Bobby Zielinski, David Shutt, Tyler Ducharme, Jake Nichols, Bobby Cheney, Delonte Ballard, Jake Trito, Nicholas Caressel, Nate Trito, and Justin Gables. How they're going to start. And there they are, getting the green flag. Your feature race is underway. And Delonte Ballard already in trouble here as he is going around. And it looks like Bobby Cheney is going to get in trouble. He got the worst end of that deal, as it looks like Tyler Ducharme is going to get in trouble as well. Everybody started to come over the jump for the first time here. Everybody's making the jump here. As what a race is being so far. Let's go back here a little bit to this group of guys. What a battle going on back here. Everybody getting into those tires. Let's put the driver bar up here. You're watching right now Justin Gable, Delonte Ballard right behind these guys. Nate Trito getting in the mix. That is a huge battle right now with the 4 car. Nicholas Caressel, Justin Gable, and Nate Trito. As it looks like something is wrong with Nicholas Caressel. That car is not going. He may have had a penalty as he had to slow down, and then he picks it back up. So a penalty may have been ensuing there. So that is unfortunate for him. That only reason he would have slowed down on purpose on the track. Bobby Zielinski out front right now. David Shutt right behind him. And so let's take a little bit wider angle. You can see this track in its entirety. Again, what a race, as it looks like David Shutt's going to go around, and that is not good. He is going to lose a lot of time to the leader, Bobby Zielinski, and Jake Nichols in that Sim Speed Shop number 73. So a good run for all these guys, but unfortunately, a couple of guys going around early. David Shutt, Jake Trito, looks like he is going to take to the Joker lap. Again, Jake Trito taking the Joker lap. Let's pull that up real fast for you here. And look, Bobby Zielinski, Jake Nichols, so several drivers. There is Gable has taken it. His Joker lap. Zielinski, Nichols, Shutt, Trito have all taken their Joker lap here. So a lot of drivers have taken their Joker laps so far here in this race. Again, they can only take it once. 8 laps to go. Bobby Zielinski out front. Jake Trito going to spin it around there. That's going to let several buys by. Right now, there comes the group. Delonte Ballard, Nicholas Caressel, and Delonte going around. But what is going on? There's cars going the wrong direction here as he tries to lock it up and spins it around. Justin Gable is out of the race already. Bobby Zielinski is your race leader right now as he is putting a huge run together. If he can win, that will be 2 in a row for that orange car of Bobby Zielinski. Again, no sponsors on there except for that Volkswagen. Again, that's his signature here. Solid orange car, except for the Peak Antifreeze series where he does have some sponsors on there. Jake Nichols currently in second place right now in that number 73 Sim Speed Shop machine. He's trying to run down your leader, but look who's in third place right now. Again, we talked about him earlier, spinning around. He is in third place right now, David Shutt, and he is doing a fantastic job. Something happened to Delonte Ballard going around here, as he is now in probably a potential of going a lap down. Your leaders are going to be catching him very soon, as there's your leader, Bobby Zielinski, right there on the back bumper, closing in on Delonte Ballard. Hasn't caught him just yet, but we look there, you can see the distance. You can see him in the background. He is within striking distance of Delonte Ballard. Right, here he comes. They're both pretty much on the same turn now, as he is catching him right there. You can see him in front. Again, let's take a look here. Bobby Cheney going around there. He is in the dirt and stopped, but he is going to get that car back under power here, as it looks like everybody but Delonte Ballard has run their Joker lap so far. So we really don't need that right now. We can get rid of that for you. Again, Joker laps completed here with 5 laps to go. This is all about racing now, as Bobby Zielinski out front. He has a lead currently of 4.849 seconds, and unless he does something crazy to mess that up, I don't think he's going to lose this race. Again, Bobby Zielinski is your race leader right now. Thanks everybody for tuning in here tonight. Big shout out to all the sponsors on board. While we're watching some racing here, we want to give a shout out to Sim Speed Shop, HRE Motorsports, Elite 7 Racing, Virtual to Reality.tv, Dirtco Media House, and Ohio IndyCar League. Definitely, we wouldn't be here if it wasn't for you guys. But back to the racing action, as you see right there, Bobby Zielinski. He is running down Delonte Ballard. He's about to put him a lap down here for the first time. Again, this is the first time we've ever seen someone go a lap down here in a rallycross race. But again, these guys on fixed setup, but you wouldn't know it by watching Bobby Zielinski, as he just there put Delonte Ballard 1 lap down. So again, there's no cautions here. There's no wave arounds. There is only one chance of him getting that back, and that is just taking it back here. We'll see if he can do that here. But why not? We have about 3 laps to go. Let's go on board with your leader, Bobby Zielinski, real fast here, and see what it's like in his shoes running this car right now as we go on board with the 83 of Bobby Zielinski. Thanks to T&D Rustic Decor for jumping on board for that onboard sponsor. There it is right there. 2 laps to go. Let's go on board with him just for 1 lap. That is not right there. That is not what he wanted to see here, folks. As we'll switch off real fast. Is that going to cost him the lead? Here comes second place. Jake Nichols is right there. He may capitalize on that. Again, we were on board with him when it happened, so we switched back off. Jake Nichols closing in a hurry. 0.566 seconds. Can he make a move here? Again, he's already used his Joker lap, so he doesn't have that to fall back on. If he had that, he would probably have the lead right now. But again, he does not have the Joker lap to get that advantage, as it looks like Bobby Zielinski is going to pull away once again here with the white flag in the air. Can Jake Nichols in that 73 Sim Speed Shop Ford Fiesta run down Bobby Zielinski in that Volkswagen? He's going to try. They're going to be really close here. This could be a drag race to the end here. Bobby Zielinski out front. Jake Nichols trying to run him down at the moment. And lap car, Delonte Ballard in the way. I wouldn't not in the way, but he is in front of him, and that could pose a problem here. What's going to happen? They're coming to the line. We got a lap car. Then with Delonte Ballard. Then we have your race leader in second place. Who is going to come away with the win here? And it looks like it is going to be Bobby Zielinski at the line. Checkered flag is out. Bobby Zielinski getting a win. But Definitely a huge run for Jake Nichols. He almost had him there at the end of the race. That was probably the closest finish we've had here, and I can almost promise you your winner, Bobby Zielinski, was sweating it out there at the end, as again, Jake Nichols right there was running him down very closely. Had Zielinski messed up one more time, or the lap car, Delonte Ballard, they caught him any sooner, we may have seen a different scenario here, but that is how it's played out. Bobby Zielinski getting the win. Jake Nichols second, and David Shutt coming in a third. Again, give us just a moment here. We're going to step away, get to the post-race show, and we'll be right back with your top 3 interviews, your race results, and sponsor thank yous. And then we will sign off for the night. So again, hang tight with us. We'll be back with your post-race show. All right, we are back here, ladies and gentlemen, in your post-race show. Coming away with a third-place finish here tonight was David Shutt. Again, a sizable gap between you and the front two. But overall, it was some great racing here, especially the heat racing. It's always fun to see some good racing. But everyone being on a fixed setup this week compared to open set last week, thanks to the update here on iRacing, how was the competitiveness compared to last week with that fixed setup, everybody being on the same set?
I think it made a difference, definitely. Everybody was on the same playing field. So we definitely had a lot of fun here tonight. It was good competition, Nichols and Zielinski, and unfortunately I made a mistake there, clipped one of the tires, but still a good finish. Hoping to see more drivers out though next week. See if we can get some more heat races going and continue this series. It's a lot of fun.
Oh, definitely a lot of fun. A lot of dirt flying everywhere. So as far as I'm not sure what other series you race in. Obviously, there's several here with Sim Racing Authority. So on a scale of your favorite to least favorite. Although you're probably all, you like them all, you wouldn't be racing in them. How does this one rank up there just with the excitement and action that goes on here in the racing?
Oh, the excitement and the action is definitely top of the board. I don't think anybody could doubt that. The dirt racing is definitely a lot more exciting than some of the asphalt stuff. But it is a different style of racing. It's not a long race, it's short, quick spurts. So what you get with Rallycross, which is... I'm definitely glad that iRacing put this in because it added a whole lot of fun.
It definitely did. You were talking about really fast. We've only been here a little over an hour, and of course, 20 minutes of that was practice and qualifying, so not very much time actually racing compared to like the Gen 6 and trucks where they take quite a bit longer. So it is a lot of quick, action-packed stuff, and it makes for some exciting racing. Any sponsors or shout-outs you want to give for that third-place finish here?
Yeah, I'd like to thank everybody at SRA, all the drivers for showing up today. You guys at MaxSpeed for broadcasting for sure. And hope we see some more drivers out there next week. It's going to be a lot of fun.
All right, well, congrats on third place. Finishing one spot ahead is the 73 of Jake Nichols. First off, you were right there, 0.425 off of Bobby Zielinski. When you saw him spin out, I'm not sure if you actually saw him spin, but he did. I'm not sure if he got into a tire or not sure. Something happened. He did spin out there. Did you think, this is my chance, I got to get him now? or were you just kind of hoping that maybe you could get by? But again, I think that's probably your best shot. But if you had maybe a lap or two more, you think you could have passed him?
I think we had another lap, maybe, with the lap traffic there. That could have brought him back to us. Certainly that wreck helped bring him back to us in the beginning, because he had an amazing lead. He was on rails. We almost wrecked it at one point, and we were just trying to stay on track. And I don't know what happened. I didn't see it until I got around the corner and I saw his car. I was like, all right, we just made it the race here. Other than that, it was a fun race. I wish maybe we could have had one more lap, just because maybe that lap traffic could have helped us out a tiny bit more, especially with the sections we were about to go through with the lap traffic in front of us. But either way, it was really fun. David and I were pretty even on speed. Bobby was a little faster, so that him hitting the tire pack really helped us out, gave us a chance to win it. Just got to get better at starts. That's where we really lack on those starts there.
Oh, definitely. I think one more lap, even if you didn't come away with the win, one more lap, and we probably would have seen some side-by-side drag racing through over the jump and on these straightaways here, and probably to the line. But overall, you just came up a little short here. But still a very respectable top 3 podium finish and a good points night. So any sponsors you want to shout out or just give a shout out to anyone out there for that second place finish?
Yeah, the Sim Speed Shop for being on board here. Trying to get a win in the Rallycross series. Don't do rally too much, but it's a blast. And thanks to everyone at SRA for putting the series on, and you, Charles, for broadcasting these races.
All right. Well, again, congrats on a second place. And again, the guy finishing just one spot ahead by, again, only .494 was all that separated them. Or, sorry, 4.25 actually, was Bobby Zielinski. 2 weeks in a row you have come away with the win here. So a dominant performance to say the least. We'll look to see if you can do it again next week. But in your side of things, you got into the tires, spun it around. Luckily, you were able to get it going before anyone could catch you and actually pass you. But what was going through your mind when you hit that tires?
I was just like, I can't believe I keep doing this, because I did it in the heat, I believe, as well. And that cost me a ton of time there, but it didn't end up, I still was able to win that. But it's an issue I have here every time. Like, it doesn't matter what series it is here, if it's official or league. I don't know why, but like I'll randomly just hit those one time, just not get the car pitched right going into the dirt section, and rotate it too early and head toward a tire. I mean, the one in the heat race, I just landed off the jump pad and flew left, but that one was just a driver error. I don't know. I was like, oh crap! I know I have a lead, but it's gonna be close. And then I see Jake like 1 second away in relative. I'm like, oh crap! I gotta get a good, gotta get going here. Like, get a good run down. The last part of the dirt section, get up to speed, and thankfully we kept them behind us. And then Delonte was ahead of me again as a lapped car, and I'm like, oh crap, this is going to be interesting. And then I was able to get a little bit of a gap on the last lap, so I just told Delonte just to run his line, just complete his lap, and I was able to hold on.
Well, again, not a whole lot to talk about here as far as, I think, other than the start of the race. The closest you came to anyone here tonight was the lap car of Delonte Ballard. Again, a very dominant performance as always. Again, it's amazing how well you drive these cars. Before I came over here, I'd always heard, you'd have to watch out for Bobby. He's just good in anything he puts his hands on pretty much. So you're proving it here 2 weeks in a row. You get the win. This one a lot closer, though, than last week, so it'll be interesting. We have a few weeks here, I believe, before we go to Sonoma. So what are your thoughts on the new Sonoma track, and have you actually got onto the track yet?
Yeah, actually, yesterday I was really interested. Sonoma is probably my favorite track in the whole service. This is a totally different track with it being rallycross, but I was like, yeah, I want to try it out, and I tried it out yesterday, and it's definitely very interesting. There's like a whole section of, it's dirt up the entire hill. I don't know if you know Sonoma well, but like the inside the IndyCar circuit, there's the downhill section. Well, you go uphill in dirt in that course, so that'll be really interesting. The Joker seems pretty good. It seems like a fun little track. So we'll see how it goes. I think it's going to even the playing field quite a bit with the new track, so I'm sure it's going to be pretty tough to be fast there. But yeah, I look forward to that race just because it is my favorite track. It's kind of like my home track as well, so I'm definitely looking forward to it.
Well, we're looking forward to seeing you and everyone else in here, all three of you putting together great runs here tonight, great finishes. But any sponsors or shout-outs you want to give for that win?
Yeah, thanks everyone here at the League SRA for putting this series on. It's a really good series. Really good idea from them and Delonte for doing most of the work with it. And thanks, big shout out to my sponsor, Virtual Racing School.
All right. Well, again, that was your top three here finishing. We're not done just yet, folks. Let's get to your unofficial race results. Again, only 10 drivers can make the feature, so not a huge result here, but it is going to be coming away with the win. Bobby Zielinski. Second place goes to Jake Nichols. Third place, David Shutt. Fourth place, Nate Trito. Fifth place, Jake Trito. So two family members finishing fourth and fifth. Sixth place will go to Nicholas Caressel. Seventh place, Bobby Cheney. Eighth place, Delonte Ballard. Ninth place, Tyler Ducharme. And rounding out the field here in 10th place is Justin Gable. So again, that is it for your results here tonight. Very short one, so big shout out to all the sponsors on MaxSpeedTV that make all of this possible. SimSpeedShop.com, HRE Motorsports, Elite 7 Racing, Virtual2Reality.tv, Dirtco Media House, and Ohio IndyCar League. Big shout out to all of those guys for jumping on board. As always, on behalf of the Sim Racing Authority Global Rallycross Series and MaxSpeedTV, we will see you at the next race next Wednesday night.